Want bread?
Yes, please.
$3! What? No soup for you.
From the soup Nazi to yada, yada, yada.
We went back to my place, yada, yada, yada. I never heard from him again.
The show that prides itself in being about nothing is more socially relevant than you might think.
It takes things that we know in our daily existence, our day-to-day life, and it exaggerates it to an extreme. I mean, we all have had problems with parking. We've all had problems trying to get seated in a restaurant.
You know, it's not fair that people are seated first come, first served. It should be based on who's hungriest.
It takes these day-to-day humor and it exaggerates it to a point that it's just funny.
MSU professor Gary Hoppenstand is an expert on American thought and language. He says Seinfeld helps us laugh at ourselves, and that there's a little bit of George in all of us.
Movie George, coffee shop George, liar George, bawdy George.
I think George is probably the one that most people identify with.
George is just a great guy. He represents everything about all of us that we don't want to be like, but have those traits ourselves. So.
And there are those who can best relate to Kramer.
So, Jerry, what time we going to the movies?
How about the 8:30?
Saddle up and ride.
You want to get something to eat first?
No, I'm good.
Oh, it's got to be Kramer. He's my brother-in-law.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah, he is my brother-in-law all over.
One of the great things about Seinfeld is that it laughs at everything. Nothing is sacred. I remember the episode where I believe it was Jerry's dentist becomes Jewish so that he can tell, at least Jerry thinks, so that he can tell Jewish jokes.
Hey, did you hear the one about the rabbi and the farmer's daughter?
There's that other episode where Jerry is caught kissing with his girlfriend during the showing of Schindler's List. There's nothing that's sacred on this show.
Hoppenstand says it's healthy to have a show where you can laugh at things you're normally not allowed to laugh at.
My mother caught me.
Caught you? Doing what?
You know. I was alone.
She caught you? Where?
How come you're not doing the second show tomorrow?
Well, there's this woman might be coming in.
Wait a second. What coming in? What woman is coming in?
I told you about Laura, the girl I met in Michigan.
Show number 1, when it was called the Seinfeld Chronicles, and Elaine didn't exist yet.
I met her the night I did the show in Lansing. There's no milk in here.
The only comedy club Jerry could have been working at in Lansing is Connections. And on Thursday, the comics there will make way for a big screen TV so everyone can watch the Seinfeld finale.
We got him! Good work, Kramer. This is incredible. We're right on the sky like stink on a monkey!
The other Michigan Seinfeld connection was a strange case of life imitating art.
At 10 cents a bottle and 10 cents again. We're pulling in $500 a man!
Seinfeld characters Newman and Kramer scammed Michigan's 10-cent bottle deposit with bottles and cans from New York, where the deposit is 5 cents. Now, in the real case in suburban Detroit, Kramer was played by Adam Ilnicki, and Newman's counterpart was John McComb. Police caught them at this Meijer store putting cans in an automatic return machine.
They'd been doing this for about 3.5 hours at our Meijer store when their security people called us, and our people checked and found the cans weren't worth 10 cents.
Police say they were buying cans from homeless people in Manhattan for 2.5 cents each, then cashing them in for 10 cents here.
Well, they quadruple their investment, right?
They even had a detailed ledger book of what stores were the best targets for their rental truck road trips, in which they racked up 7,000 can scam miles.
Wait a second. Count me in on this.
When you feel the need to squeeze in a little more Kramer or want to hear Jerry say,
Hello, Newman.
one more time, you can't get enough of Gorgeous George or Elaine's rapier wit.
So then I got a call this morning. You know, I was chosen to go on the space shuttle. We're going to Mars.
Oh, good time.
No, you don't have to go to Mars, but you can find Elaine and the whole Seinfeld gang in outer space. Let me tell you why.
Why? I'll tell you why.
Now, let me tell it.
No, you can't tell
You
her.
always tell it.
All right, tell it.
You just tell it.
Okay, let me tell it. The Seinfeld gang is in cyberspace in a megabyte way. There are no less than 50,000 different Seinfeld sites on the internet.
You have no idea of the magnitude of this thing.
From something billed as the Seinfeldiest site to downloadable archives of clips from some of the favorite episodes. There's something for every Seinfeld fanatic, interactive trivia contests, chat rooms, and sites devoted to Jerry Sings. There's even a collection of Kramer sounds.
But I'm Cosmo, Jerry. I'm Cosmo Kramer, and that's who I'm going to be. From now on, I'm Cosmo.
And if you want to get your hands on some props from the Seinfeld set, you can log on to universalstudios.com for an online auction.
Oh, yeah!
Some of the authentic Seinfeld treasures on the block include wardrobe worn by the cast and a six-pack of chowder from the real soup Nazi.
No soup for you!
But there will be for you. The auction runs until May 15th. So after the last bows are taken, Seinfeld and the gang will still be alive and well in cyberspace.
Hello, Newman.
In Lansing, David Andrews, News 10.